good morning. So today is the middle of the week and we are going for dinner to Isabel's house. So you'll be hearing a lot of Isabel, but that's because we are like sisters and we meet nearly every day. Either she comes home or I go to her house, and we try and make our lives less boring. We share a lot of daily routine, like she comes and cooks with me or I go and garden with her, and so that's how close we are. And we do need some people in our lives who we choose and who are like that. So we are going to Isabel's house in the evening for dinner, for drinks, and to relax. And I'll again share that with you. And so for that, I'm going to make some spring rolls, which I'm going to take with me for starters with a salad. So I'm going to go straight into the kitchen now and start cooking. I'm going to take you guys with me. I've just had some nice hot coffee watching the daily vlogger Divya Day, who I just love and who had a long holiday in Bali and has put such a beautiful video that I feel as if I've traveled with her. So great work, Divya Day. If you don't know her, please follow her. She's just lovely. She lives in Bangalore and she puts lovely, lovely, lovely blogs, and she's been an inspiration to me. So there we go. So here I am as promised with my spring roll recipe. This is what I used to make and sell when I had my catering business for 15 years in France. Now I'm just taking it easy. After the pandemic, I decided to close down because it became very complicated. And now I'm just doing this for pleasure. But I'm following the same recipe because it was really something that worked for me. So I'm making two kinds of spring rolls. I'm making pork spring roll and vegetable spring roll. So first I'm going to make the stir fry for the vegetable spring roll. Then I'll cook the pork and add the pork to half of the vegetables. So now I've put a little oil in my wok, which was already initially hot. And I'm going to put my ginger garlic paste. Now I'm going to put this in oil which is not very steaming hot, because then it will just burn all the garlic and ginger. And yet I'm putting it in hot oil first because I want that strong garlicky taste. So this is a important step. You have to put it in hot oil but not in piping hot oil, so that your ingredients don't burn. Okay, here I want to say that, I live in France. My husband and my children are French. So I speak in French in the house. So sometimes when I'm doing my blog in English, I could be making some mistakes because some French gets into the middle. So I'm sorry for that. I do speak fluent English, but to jump from French to English and back to French is a bit complicated. So I'm very sorry if that hurts your ear. I'm going to be very careful about it. So that's for that. Now I'm going to wait for this ginger to change its color. So now see, my ginger has become slightly brown. Not more than that. I'm already getting the garlic ginger taste. So I will be putting the white of the shredded spring onion. So what I've done is I've prepared all my veggies, because as you know, in all these recipes, it's just the vegetables are sauteed. So I'm just going to stir fry this quickly because they need to stay crunchy, otherwise the water from the vegetables will come out and the spring rolls will be soggy. So it has to be a very hot wok and it has to be quick cooking with a lot of stirring. So as you can see, I'm not letting my onions give out too much water. I'm putting in my cabbage, shredded cabbage. The capsicum, I'll put it in later. Now I'm just putting the cabbage and I'm putting the carrot. and I am mixing both. So once you see that there's a little bit of moisture coming out of your veggies, then don't continue cooking this like this. Just put in all the other ingredients. So here goes in the capsicum. I don't put too much capsicum because capsicum has a lot of water and I don't want, as I said, my filling to be too moist. So this I'll just saute, and now I'm putting in some mushrooms and some vermicelli, but this is rice vermicelli. You get all this in all the shops which have a bit of all those sauces and soya sauce and all that. So I've just dipped it in hot water, removed it and kept it so that all the water comes out. So see, the water's come out now. This thing, I'll just take a scissor and go straight in and cut it into small pieces. Yeah, this is very easy to do this way, and you won't get long pieces of all these noodles and all in your spring rolls. So this of course is meant for cooking. I just keep it for cooking, so there's no problem. Now just put all this in, and now I will nicely mix this whole thing. And now I'm going to put my sauces. So now I will put soya sauce. So I have an eye of how much I need, but please measure and keep tasting your food, because once you put in too much salt, you can't get rid of it. White pepper. I put in a little bit of sweet chili sauce because I like the tanginess of this sauce. And of course, when I used to make it for the French, I did not put chilies, but this is going to be for our personal use. So I will put in a little bit of chili powder, little bit, this way. Yeah, that's it. So now I'm going to mix all this. And switch this off. Okay, so now what I'm doing is I'm taking a little bit of cornstarch and I'm sprinkling a little bit of cornstarch on top of this so that all the moisture is absorbed by this cornstarch. Because as I said, if there's moisture in your filling, then your spring rolls will not be crispy, they will be soggy. On top of this, I will put dhania, cilantro and the greens of my spring onions, which I put initially. Now I'm going to mix everything and fully let the cornstarch disappear. You can also use rice powder if you want, rice kata, but I use cornstarch. So see, this way my filling is ready. Now I'm not covering this filling. I'm letting this filling cool completely before I make my spring rolls. And of course, now I will show you the pork version. There again, I've put another wok on heating, and I basically use iron woks. That other one is an iron wok which has a little non-stick coating. This is a iron wok which has no coating. So again, I'm heating it very well, and when you heat it very well and you put oil, it becomes non-stick. So this iron wok, I've had it for the last 35 years, and it is just not, it has nothing, it has not got spoiled, sorry, it has not at all got spoiled. It's in perfect condition. So of course, if you buy good utensils, then they don't let you down. So I just swear by these. And in India, I basically buy also Indus Valley because I think that their quality is just excellent. So my kadais are all Indus Valley. My little pressure cooker is also in this valley. So these are the few makes I use. So now I will add to this a little bit of my ginger garlic puree. Which I'll let heat so that the aroma comes out, and I'm going to keep an eye on it because I don't want it to burn. So now you can see that the ginger garlic has changed its color. So now I'm taking the pork. Now I don't use the pork which has too much fat in it. I use really the lean of the pork, which tends to be a bit dry, but at least it's not greasy. So see, it's like the keema is so dry. So what I do is I fry this keema, pork keema, nicely, and then once I've fried it a bit and it's changed its color and it's a bit goldenish, then I add a little bit of water for the moisture. So what I've done is my ginger garlic mixie, I've just put a little bit of water in the residue of the ginger garlic. So I'll add this water to it, but you can add just a little bit of water, ordinary water. For now, you have to fry this pork. Now, if you don't have lean pork and you have pork which has fat on it, then you don't put oil in your wok. You just put the keema straight in, or you put the ginger garlic and the keema straight in. Don't add oil. I had to add oil because I have a really very lean pork. Okay, so as you can see, the pork has given a bit of its juices. So now I'm going to add this ginger garlic with what was left. I'm going to put very little soya sauce, knowing that my other my veggies are still already salty. And of course a little bit of pepper, because it has to be a little bit hot. And then now I'll just mix all this and wait for the water to disappear. Once the water has been evaporated, then I will just crush my keema so that there are no big blobs, and then I see. So now all the water has evaporated from this pork. So I'm just going to crush the pork a little bit, all the pieces. I need something to hold this. I'll just hold it like this. Here, sorry. Okay, yeah. And now I'm just crushing this pork because I don't want big pieces in my mouth, or not mine because I won't be eating the pork ones, but whoever's having them, it's not nice to have such big pieces of pork in the mouth. Now you can do the same thing with chicken breast. You can do the same thing with prawns, which you make into keema. I don't know about any other meats, but I do make them with prawns, with chicken, with pork, and with vegetables. I do 4 types. Yeah, and I also do it with tofu and soya chunks or tofu. I can also do it with that. So now I'm going to add my veggies. So I'm taking half of the veg, not half, 1/4 of the veggies, because with the pork that quantity will get more. See? I'm just here. So here's my pork filling, and near this is my veggie filling. So I'm just letting both of them cool, and once they've cooled, I'll do the I'll make the spring rolls, and that also I'll share with you a little later. So now, as promised, I'm going to show you how I make my spring rolls. So I'm not showing you the pork spring rolls, I'm showing you the vegetarian spring rolls, because I know that basically my subscribers will be either Indians or community of Indians from India or from somewhere else in the world. And I know that pork is not popular in India. So I'm showing you my lifestyle. I'm showing you that in France, everyone eats pork, beef. I don't eat, but my husband is French and he eats pork and beef and all that. So I'm showing you my lifestyle, but if you don't want to see this part of the video, please just forward the video. It's not out of disrespect. It's just that I want to show you exactly what my lifestyle is like and what it is like to live, have an Indian home, but in another country where the culture is different. So that's it. So now I'm showing you, I have these spring roll sheets, which you get ready made in the Chinese shops. So I use these sheets to make my spring rolls. I don't use the rice sheets which you have to wet. So if you don't get this, then you use the other sheets. But if you get this, this is much better. So now you take this sheet, you cut it into a square, and you even get it in a square shape. You take your filling, you put it right at the edge of your sheet where there is a triangle down. Yeah. Then you bring this point and bring it here. You squeeze it and you roll it. Once it's fully inside, you put your thumb here. You bring this side, thumb here, you bring this on this side. So it looks like an envelope. And then you put little water with maida, like a slurry, which you make in a little bowl like this. And then you tightly roll your spring rolls. Here it is. Now this, now you can put, now that you have air fryer, you can make it, just brush it with a little oil, or if you have an oil spray, you can use it in the air fryer and fry it. You can use it, you can even do it like you do tikkis and all on a pan with little bit of oil, and also you can fry it. So there are 3 ways of doing cooking this, but I would not suggest, absolutely not steaming, because that's not, this sheet doesn't take steaming, but you can do it the 3 other ways. So I'll start again, I'll do it again, I'll bring it closer. So I'm taking, see my filling is not moist at all. It's not wet. It's a little moist, but it's not wet. So it's not seeping through. See, so I keep this triangle free, and then I bring it here in front and I squeeze it. I roll it. I put my finger here, there. I put my finger here, there. Then I put my maida and pani ka mixture, and I roll it tightly. So it's fully closed from all sides. And this is so delicious. I make it with a salad in which I put cabbage, I put carrot, I put onions, I put, if I have soya sprouts, then I put soya sprouts. I put little capsicum, and I make the salad with a sweet and sour vinaigrette or sauce, which is with nimbu ka juice, honey, a little bit of sesame oil, little bit of soya sauce, salt and pepper, and so it's got a sweet tangy taste. And this dip, this salad is very, very tasty with that, and you make your spring rolls with this. So now I'll do all my spring rolls, and then I'll do the pork spring rolls.
Celui-là, il va faire les courses à 6h du soir.
Hi. So dinner with Isabelle, Greg, Michelle,
And Michelle.
and we are going to have prawns. All those prawns. So we're going to clean the prawns now. We're going to clean the prawns now.
Whiskey Coca.
And then Greg is going to make dinner for us.
Yeah.
Michel, il commence déjà à énerver. Hein?
Pourquoi?
Michel, hello.
Santé. Cheers.
Cheers, Greg. Cheers, Michelle.
Mais nous on dit santé.
Alors raconte ce que tu prépares.
Non, je suis pas cérémoniaque.
Personne parle.
Je suis gêné.
Mais parle-toi, dis,
ouais,
c'est
Shona.
toi que tu dois dire
Pas-
qu'est-ce qu'il est en
pas-
train
pas
de
en
faire
anglais.
là.
So Greg is melting the butter, and in this butter there's garlic and parsley on slow fire. And here we've cleaned all the prawns, deveined and cleaned the prawns. So I think they're going to go into that. And this thing, you get it ready made. It's a butter with the herbs in it already, which you have to just buy and melt to make the dish.
Oh, je meurs pour les crevettes, moi. Oh, il va pas y avoir sûrement une autre bout de bière.
Now the prawns have gone in.
C'est là, tu veux mettre la moitié de tes trucs.
I'm going to grill the prawns, nicely fry them with, see that butter?
Allez, on s'en fout. On va essayer encore un peu.
That butter has the herbs, parsley and garlic in it.
J'ai pas de spatule chez moi quand je cuisine.
Mais t'es pas chez toi.
Ah ouais?
Je te prends une spatule.
Je veux pas ta spatule.
Mais regarde.
Tu m'emmerdes. Tu l'as pris pour me taper en fait.
I
Hein?
am not eating
Regarde, t'es en
this
direct,
dish
toi, hein?
when I see the butter
Ouais,
and the
je-
cream that's gone in.
Oui. Tourne.
Pepper.
Pepper.
Pepper. Ah, c'est pas passé.
Sorry, Michelle, I didn't. Are you happy with your plate? Let's see your plate.
Very happy.
Ooh, you're eating all that. You're going to snore.
Perfecto. Sí. Muy bien.
C'est bon?
Sí.
Allez, dis-moi.
Por the moment.
And here is my plate. I'm having salad with a few prawns. That's it. This is a cake made from ginger biscuits. You know the Christmas biscuits with all the spices in them. Oh, it's a cheesecake. Sorry, cheesecake made from speculoos, which is this biscuit. This biscuit. I've just come to the supermarket to do my weekly shopping. I'll show you when I go home. Isabel is there. I always do my shopping with her. It's less boring. Here there's a chemist. There's a lovely flower shop there. There is a shop for bags and watches. This is the telephone shop. And that's a huge supermarket. So I didn't film in the supermarket because then there's so many people who don't like it. So I'll just go home and show you what all I bought. And this is a lovely shop for clothes, dresses, jewelry, etc. Shoes, a cafe, hairdresser. We have everything here. So when I go home, I'll show you what I've done. My weekly shopping is done. Okay, so I'm back home. And I want to show you what all I bought so that you get an idea of what my my weekly shopping is all about. So first I bought these 2 packs of Greek yogurt because we only eat Greek yogurt. This is goat's cheese, which we put in salads. This is beef, chicken, prawns, and these are chili sausages. So this department is for Michelle. Here is it's like salmon cakes, which he eats with salad. This is a block of mozzarella cheese. This is the cheese we use in all our French cooking called Emmental. Then I'll go to the other side. Okay, so then these are 2 salads. This is a coleslaw salad. So when I have no time, I use these ready-made salads. This is chocolate because Michel likes to have a little chocolate after his meal as a sweet dish. So he has only 1 little chocolate with his coffee. Avocado, of course, superfood, which we eat all the time. This one is ripe and these ones are hard. So they'll get ripe later. This is a black olive mixture, which we use when we are having drinks on bread. It's called tapenade. This is milk because only I have milk in my tea and coffee. So I've bought small bottles of milk. These are little cleaning pads for the face. This is bread. So this is really a whole complete bread with this special wheat, which I'm showing you here. This is fresh cream, 2 tubs of fresh cream. This is again bread with this. I don't know the translation of this. This is a special wheat called seigle. So it has these seeds in it, and it's very, very healthy. I have 2 of these. Yeah, this is flax seeds. I think this is flax seeds. Yeah. Okay, this is to catch the wasps which come around our swimming pool, because they come to drink and they sometimes even hurt us. So we've bought this thing for that. These are syrups. This is syrup to have with water when we are very, very thirsty. So this is lemon orange and anise. This is whole milk for my paneer. These are cherry tomatoes, some carrot, some bread to make hot dogs. So I'll make some vegetarian kebabs to stuff and make this. There's a piece of watermelon. There's my cat's food, some green salad, and the star of my shopping, which is coriander, which I need absolutely in all my cooking, and which you get fresh once in a while, and some cotton. So see, this is my weekly shopping. I've paid about 120 euros for this shopping, and as I told you, 1 euro is between 80 and 90 rupees. So here I've given you an idea. Now I have to put everything away. And these are my 2 twin daughters who are 25 years old, but still in our bed like they did when they were babies. Both of them are having a nap here. Just look at them. These 2. Same pose as before. First I used to be in the middle sometimes. Look at them. Nothing changes really, but that's what the joy of a mother is. Okay, so today we're going out for dinner to a little restaurant again near the water. So all summer, all these little restaurants are open for 5 months, and then they close mid-September, end September till April, because it's near the river and it's on all touristy areas. So a lot of tourists are here for the summer but won't be there once the touristy period is over. So this place is also very famous. It's called Saint-Martin d'Ardèche, and it's again the Ardèche River, because we live next to the Ardèche River. And when we reach here, you'll see there are small restaurants, and we'll go to a restaurant called Sunset, which is a Hawaiian restaurant for drinks and snacks. So here we are opposite here where the canyon starts, which I showed you in the other videos. So here is the base. See, this is already a small restaurant here, and I'll show you. And there's the river. There's the river, and there's the parking lot with a lot of cars. So let's see if we get a place. And here's a little group, all the youngsters, and we're going to the restaurant which is there.